Ghana, where Prime Minister Modi is meeting with the Indian diaspora over there. He is currently in Ghana and he's paying his respects there. Prime Minister Modi is on a tour in which he is first visiting the Ghana, and there he has a long agenda, and including that, let us first also tell you that this is after 30 years that a Prime Minister from India has gone to Ghana, and he will be he's paying respects over there to the senior leaders of Ghana and meeting many from the political diaspora over there, and also on agenda is meeting with the Indian diaspora that's living in Ghana. Prime Minister Modi has also received the top national honor in Ghana, which he has dedicated to India's youth. So, right now you see him visiting the Nkrumah Memorial, which is a memorial dedicated to the former president of Ghana. He was a political theorist and a revolutionary, and Prime Minister Modi is there to pay his respects. He served as Prime Minister of the Gold Coast from 1952 until 1957. These are the visuals from that memorial. He was the Prime Minister after Ghana gained its independence from Britain. He was the first Prime Minister, and then later on he became the President of Ghana from 57 to 66. So the Prime Minister there you see at his memorial paying his respects to the first Prime Minister of Ghana. For more on this, let's cut across to India. Today is Geeta Mohan, who joins us on phone line. Geeta, Prime Minister currently at the memorial of the first Prime Minister of independent Ghana. There is a lot of political significance, geopolitical significance to this visit. Can you explain it to us?
Well, there's a lot of significance to the visit to Ghana itself. It's not just about the fact that there's going to be major cooperation on various fronts between the two countries, but also the fact that he's right now at a memorial of a leader who led or one of the key leaders in the independence movement. India and Ghana share that very same history of fighting for independence, becoming an independent nation, and then ensuring that that the sovereignty of one's country is secure and safe. So that's the message that we are seeing with the visit. Every time, Anjali, Prime Minister Narendra Modi goes to a country, and this is a 5-country tour. Every time he goes to a country, he makes sure that there are a few things that are a part of his visit. And one of the most important one is to make sure that he goes and visits or else pays tribute to the leaders who helped build that nation. What we are looking at is Prime Minister Narendra Modi visiting the memorial of Nkrumah and paying tribute to the person who helped build the nation. There's a lot of convergences that we will be seeing in the coming days. This is a massive, major connect between India and Ghana, and it also re-emphasizes the fact that there is a lot that India can do in its outreach to that part of the world, in its outreach to that region. We are looking at not just the fact that there has been a lot of news about the gold rush and how India would be looking at Ghana on that front, but also in terms of resources, in terms of economic cooperation between the two countries, and the messaging, of course, that it is time for India. And it is time for the world to be looking at the Global South. This is a major Global South outreach, and in that, Prime Minister Narendra Modi and India taking the lead.
Absolutely. And also, maybe it is very consequential to this era also, because along with Ghana, at that point of time, India during the Cold War had founded the non-aligned movement. And the president of that time and our prime minister of that time, Jawaharlal Nehru, were part of it. And today, when the world is seeing so much conflict, again, our prime minister is there on that soil, which is of a co-founder of the NAM.
Well, that's again a very significant part of the cooperation and the linkages India has with Ghana. Very rightly said, Anjali, the fact that India and Ghana have had not just important historical ties, that there is a connect when it comes to how the two countries found to become independent countries, but also, like you said, they're founding parents, founding fathers, founding member countries of NAM. The non-aligned movement, a very significant one at that. There is a lot of conversation and question about whether if countries should be non-aligned, and that question always existed all through the post-Cold War era, where the West insisted that you either be with us or you're against us or you're not aligned with us. But India continued to maintain, like many others, including Ghana, that non-aligned is the way to go. Today, in a multipolar world, like Dr. Jaishankar says, multipolarity it is very important to not be aligned to any bloc, any group, or any country to ensure that multipolarity exists. So while it is not, they're not terming it as non-aligned, they call it sovereign autonomy. But the fact is that at the end of the day, this non-aligned movement and being non-aligned really helped India in its foreign policy in not aligning itself with one bloc, one group. And Ghana, of course, along with India, played a very important role and key role in being part of NAM.